Good morning, students. Recently we are dealing with the chapter 9, that is simple machines, and hope you all are familiar with the topic simple machine. So simple machine is any device that can be used in our daily life to make our work easier. So today we will be going to learn about two more types of simple machines, that is pulleys and lever. Have you ever seen a person lifting heavy load from one place to another? So it is very difficult to lift heavy objects with only human force in most of the cases. Here you can see a child lifting heavy box, and can you suggest a solution to this problem or this situation? The solution is another kind of simple machine, that is a pulley. So what is a pulley? A pulley is a grooved wheel with a rope or cable around it. So basically a pulley consists of a wheel that is grooved along its sides, and it is through these grooves that a rope or cable is used to pull the heavy weight. So a pulley is a grooved wheel with a rope or cable around it, and it uses the wheel and the rope to lift the load. Since it is used to pull things, it is named as a pulley. So a pulley is a grooved wheel with a rope or cable around it, and it is used to pull heavy objects, and since it is used to pull heavy things, it is named pulley. What is the use of a pulley? It is used to raise, lower or move heavy loads. Once more, a pulley is used to raise, lower or move heavy loads. In some cases, the pulleys are arranged in a different way. That is, it uses two or more wheels to lift the heavy loads. As you can see in this picture, there are more wheels connected in order to lift a heavy weight. So, this mechanism helps in lifting much heavier loads with simpler effort than it uses a single wheel. So, when the number of wheels increases, the effort that we have to use to pull the heavy weight decreases. So, basically, a pulley comprises of a wheel in a fixed axle with a groove along its side through which the rope or cable is pulled along, and it is used to raise, lower or move heavy loads, and we can see single wheel or multiple wheels arranged together in order to lift weights. As the number of wheels increases, the amount of effort that we put into to lift the heavy load decreases. Now let's see how a pulley works. We tie a rope to the heavy load which we have to lift, and the rope goes through the wheel to the other end, and the person standing at the other end pulls the rope which helps in lifting the weight. So the rope is pulled downward and the weight gets lifted upward. That is the mechanism that works in the pulley. Let's see some examples for pulley. The first example is the crane that use multiple pulley system, and the flagpole that we use to raise flags, and the final example is well that we use to fetch water. So pulley is a simple machine which is a grooved wheel with a rope or cable around it, and the examples are cranes, flagpole, well, etc. That's all about pulley. Now let's see the next type of simple machine, that is lever. So what is lever? Lever is a straight bar that moves on a fixed point. It helps us in moving load easily. Even though a lever looks simple in structure, there are many things going on in order to lift the weight easily. Basically, there are three components for a lever: the fulcrum, the effort and load. So what is a fulcrum? Fulcrum is the point at which the lever pivots. Pivot means the point at which it rotates or turns. Effort is the force applied to make the object move, and load the object you are lifting. So a lever consists of three components: fulcrum, effort and load. Fulcrum is the point at which the object pivots or rotates. Effort is the force applied in order to move the object, and load is the object that you are lifting. We use levers in so many of our daily activities, and based on the relative position of the three components, that is fulcrum, effort and load, they are classified into three types: first class lever, second class lever and third class lever, and they are classified on the basis of the relative position of the three components, that is fulcrum, effort and load. First, let's see what a first class lever is. In a first class lever, the fulcrum is at the center, that is the fulcrum lies between the effort and the load. So the defining feature for a first class lever is that the fulcrum lies at the center of the load and force. Now let's see some examples for lever. The first example is seesaw that you can see in playgrounds or parks, and the second one is scissors that we use to cut paper. In a scissors, the center point acts as the fulcrum and the end at which the paper is inserted acts as the load. And the area in which we apply pressure is the area of applied force. So, lever is a straight bar that moves on a fixed point and it helps to lift load with lesser effort. There are three components for a lever: fulcrum, effort and load. And based on the relative position of these three components, they are again classified into first class lever, second class lever and third class lever. In a first class lever, the fulcrum lies at the center of the load and effort. And the examples for first class lever include seesaw, scissors, etc. You will learn about second class lever and third class lever in your next class. So that was all about today's topic. Hope it was clear to you. Go through your textbook after this class. Thank you.